The greatest player of all time in every sport is always a matter of debate. Each pundit or sports fan has their own opinion, based on facts, stats, and sometimes even biased feelings. But some guys simply cannot be argued against. The most indisputable athletes have everything to back them up, including pure statistics and what they accomplished during their careers. While there are some indisputable greatest of all times, or GOATs, some of the athletes on this list will be a matter of heavy dispute, and we expect that. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our engaging videos, and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now, let's get into it. Basketball, Michael Jordan. 6 NBA Finals appearances, 6 titles, 6 MVPs. Whenever anyone questions Michael Jordan's status as the greatest ever, it is usually this record that ends any and all arguments. Because in other ways, other players are able to surpass Jordan. There isn't really a debate when it comes to who the greatest basketball player of all time is. Michael Jordan was everything to the sport and everything to the world. He was Michael Jackson, he was Muhammad Ali, and he was the greatest professional in his field ever. He dominated the NBA for as long as he was in it, winning 6 NBA titles with 6 NBA Finals MVPs. Not to mention, he was the greatest scorer of all time with 10 scoring titles, 5 MVP awards, and also won a Defensive Player of the Year award showcasing his all-around game. MJ has rocked the universe forever because of his on-court dominance, and he remains #1. Baseball, Babe Ruth. Ruth is Major League Baseball's all-time leader in career WAR, wins above replacement, far ahead of Cy Young, who ranks second. It's crazy to think that, here we are, roughly 100 years after his heyday, still using Ruth as a measuring stick. Babe Ruth was the greatest hitter that we have ever seen. He had hit it all, from insane flexibility to great size. Ruth was a powerful hitter with a career .342 batting average and 714 home runs. He had Hawk's eye for seeing the ball and knew it in an instant when to smash it into the stands. Ruth was also an extreme competitor with intense hunger and desire to win every game no matter the circumstances. Ruth would not accept anything mediocre from himself nor his teammates, and that's the reason he won a whopping 7 World Series. From slugging the ball to pitching and even running, Ruth earns the case for being the best baseball player to have ever lived. Football, Tom Brady. While the likes of Dan Marino and others have often held the title as the best ever, it's impossible to argue against Tom Brady anymore after his most recent Super Bowl victory in 2018. Brady and the Patriots have had a dynasty that was simply behind anything we have ever seen in professional football. Their run was unprecedented, as Brady was the architect and undisputed leader of 6 Super Bowl titles, the only player to do so, along with 4 Super Bowl MVPs and 3 league MVPs. The NFL is a quarterback's game, and Brady is the undisputed king of the quarterback position. His mental toughness and calmness on the field gave the Patriots an almost unbeatable aura. If he can somehow win a 7th ring with Tampa Bay, Brady will be entering a stratosphere that we have never seen before from a professional athlete. Hockey, Wayne Gretzky. When you think of hockey, you think of Wayne Gretzky. He broke almost every record there is to break, and it will be nearly impossible for anyone to ever pass him. Gretzky holds the record for the most career points, 2,857, most career assists, 1,963, most career goals, 1,072, and most Hart trophies with 9. The Great One simply dominated the sport of hockey for so long that nobody really comes close. Based on statistics and longevity alone, Gretzky has the case for being the most dominant sports star in North American history. He played 20 years in the NHL and holds a multitude of unbreakable records, including those listed above. Gretzky will forever be known as the greatest of all time of hockey. Soccer, Pelé. Edson Arantes do Nascimento started his professional football career at 15 and was named to the top Brazilian national team at 16. On both occasions, he scored in his first match. Named to the 1958 World Cup team, he became the youngest player in World Cup history. He scored a hat-trick against France in the semifinal, then 2 more against Sweden in the final as Brazil won their first ever World Cup. With Do Nascimento, better known as Pelé, on the side, Brazil would go on to win 2 of the next 3 World Cups before he retired from international play. On the club side, Pelé spent 19 seasons with Brazilian club Santos, scoring an absurd 619 goals in 638 appearances, and finished his career with the New York Cosmos of the NASL. Then, in his mid-30s, he scored 31 goals in 56 matches. No less a figure than John Cruyff stated, Pelé was the only footballer who surpassed the boundaries of logic. No one has surpassed Pelé yet, and it's likely no one ever will. Tennis, Serena Williams. Since going pro in 1995, over 2 decades ago, Serena Williams has essentially owned the sport of tennis ever since. You could argue she's the most dominant athlete, male or female, of any current sport, but that's a debate for another day. Serena is not the greatest just because she has 4 Olympic gold medals, or because with 23 Grand Slam titles, she's the winningest major champion of the Open era. It's also not just because she has an 80% win rate and has been #1 in the world for a total of 309 weeks, 180 of which were consecutive. It's that in terms of sheer talent, broadening the sport's appeal, and yes, winning, it's hard to argue that any player has impacted the game of tennis more than Serena. The sport is forever changed by her presence as well as her success. Boxing, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is, pound for pound, the greatest boxer to ever live. Why? Because he was a fighter with the hand speed and dexterity of a lightweight boxer, the power of a heavyweight, and the mouth of a professional wrestler. At the tender age of 22, the Louisville Lip shocked the world when he beat heavy favorite Sonny Liston to become one of the youngest ever to hold the heavyweight crown. Ali continued to shock the world for most of his boxing career, notably when he joined the Nation of Islam shortly after conquering Liston before he was banned from boxing for 3 years after he refused to enter the Vietnam War draft. The United States government tried to take him down, and 6 years after his ban was lifted, the kid from Kentucky was heavyweight champion again after taking down George Foreman in the legendary Rumble in the Jungle bout that almost killed both men. Like Michael Jordan in the NBA, all boxers are held to the lofty cultural standard that Ali set 50 years ago. Golf, Tiger Woods. Tiger was a phenom well before he even started playing professionally, and when he did hit the pros, he took over the sport. Well, if the yardsticks were only about major titles, Jack might have had a chance at the greatest of all time honor with 18 major titles, which is 3 ahead of Tiger. However, Tiger has more majors than any other golfer in the past 60 years. He's won all 4 major golf tour championships consecutively and bagged 82 PGA tournaments. Woods' consistency was second to none in his prime, winning 27 tournaments between 1999 to 2002. What's more, he added another 25 trophies between 2005 and 2008. There's no doubt that he set and broke records. If not for some domestic issues, he probably would have broken more records in his career. Which among these athletes are you a fan of? Let us know in the comment section below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we can continue giving you the best content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.